If you truly want to understand how fast your body is aging, stop focusing only on your blood pressure or your cholesterol levels. Those numbers matter, but they don't tell the full story. Instead, shift your attention to something far more profound: your telomere length. These microscopic protective caps at the ends of your chromosomes function like a biological clock. As they gradually shorten, your cells lose their ability to divide efficiently, tissue repair slows down, and over time, organ function begins to decline. What many people don't realize is that aging at the cellular level is not just a passive process. It can be influenced. Deep in the mountainous regions of northern China, there exists a traditional medicinal root that has been used for over 2,000 years. This root contains bioactive compounds capable of stimulating telomerase, the enzyme responsible for maintaining and, in some cases, rebuilding telomeres. Emerging research from leading scientific institutions is now validating what ancient practitioners observed long ago. Certain natural compounds can support cellular longevity and enhance the body's regenerative potential. A common misconception is that once your stem cell levels decline with age, there is little you can do to restore them. Many believe that the only viable solution involves costly, invasive treatments offered at specialized clinics abroad. However, after nearly 30 years of studying cellular regeneration and herbal pharmacology, I can tell you that this belief is incomplete. There are natural, accessible interventions that may help reactivate the body's own repair mechanisms. In fact, a single dried root, widely available in health food stores for less than $15, contains multiple active compounds known to support dormant stem cell pathways. These compounds may help stimulate the production and circulation of regenerative cells, potentially enhancing the body's ability to repair and renew itself. While this is not a miracle cure, it represents a promising, science-supported approach to supporting healthy aging from within. Hi, I'm Dr. Susan Miller. I'm an emergency medicine physician and a researcher in regenerative health. After years of treating patients whose bodies seemed to deteriorate far earlier than expected, I began to notice a pattern that fundamentally changed how I approach medicine. We've long been conditioned to believe that cellular decline is an unavoidable consequence of aging, that by the time you reach your 50s or 60s, your body's repair systems are inevitably slowing down, with little room for intervention. But the scientific literature surrounding a specific traditional herb tells a very different story. When you examine the data closely, it becomes clear why this discovery has influenced my clinical recommendations. This is not about unrealistic promises. It's about understanding how certain bioactive compounds can interact with the body's natural regenerative systems. In this video, on the 365 Health Guide channel, I will guide you through what makes this ancient root so remarkable in supporting cellular renewal and healthy aging. You'll learn the exact name of this often overlooked herb, along with the 4 key compounds it contains, each shown to play a role in stimulating stem cell activity and supporting telomerase function. I will explain the biological mechanisms involved, including cellular pathways that are rarely discussed in routine clinical practice, but are critical to understanding how aging can be influenced at the molecular level. We'll also review compelling clinical findings from research groups in France, Spain, and China, where measurable improvements in biological aging markers have been observed in as little as 6 months under controlled conditions. Beyond the science, I'll share a structured morning protocol, including appropriate dosing, preparation techniques, and timing strategies designed to optimize absorption and effectiveness. Equally important, I will outline the common mistakes that can significantly reduce or even eliminate the benefits of this herb and how to avoid them. Finally, you'll discover specific dietary combinations, nutrient-dense foods that, when paired correctly, may enhance the herb's regenerative effects and further support your body's natural repair processes. This is a comprehensive, evidence-informed approach to cellular health, one that integrates traditional knowledge with modern medical understanding to help you make more informed decisions about aging and long-term vitality. The herb I'm referring to is Astragalus membranaceus. In traditional Chinese medicine, it is known as Huang Qi, often translated as yellow leader, a name inspired by the golden hue of its root and its long-standing reputation as one of the most powerful energy-restoring plants in the Chinese pharmacopoeia. For more than 2,000 years, it has been used to strengthen what ancient practitioners described as qi, or vital energy, something that aligns closely with what modern medicine now recognizes as immune resilience and cellular repair capacity. Despite its extensive history and clinical relevance, this herb remains surprisingly under-recognized in Western medical practice. Many physicians in North America and Europe receive little to no formal education about it. Yet, over 1,600 peer-reviewed studies have examined its active compounds, revealing effects that are both biologically significant and clinically promising. To understand why Astragalus is so effective, we need to look at what happens inside the body during aging. Think of your cells as rechargeable systems. When you are young, each cell is protected by structures called telomeres, caps at the ends of chromosomes that preserve genetic stability. With every cell division, these caps gradually shorten. Over time, they become critically depleted, and the cell either stops functioning or enters a state known as senescence, where it releases inflammatory signals that damage surrounding tissues. The body does possess a mechanism to counteract this process, an enzyme called telomerase, which helps rebuild these protective caps. However, in most adult cells, telomerase activity is significantly reduced. It's as if the body has the tools for repair, but has largely shut down access to them. Compounds found in Astragalus appear to help reactivate this system. By stimulating telomerase activity, they may support the restoration of telomere length and improve cellular longevity. But telomere maintenance is only part of the equation. The body also relies on a reservoir of stem cells, tens of millions of them, primarily stored in the bone marrow. These cells serve as the body's internal repair system, capable of transforming into various types of tissue as needed. In younger individuals, stem cells are actively mobilized into circulation, identifying and repairing damage efficiently. With age, however, many of these cells remain dormant, reducing the body's regenerative capacity. Astragalus contains specific polysaccharides and saponins that may help reactivate these dormant stem cells. In practical terms, this means encouraging the body to resume its natural repair processes, mobilizing stem cells into the bloodstream, where they can contribute to tissue regeneration, vascular health, and overall cellular renewal. From a clinical perspective, this dual action, supporting both telomere maintenance and stem cell activation, positions Astragalus as a uniquely valuable tool in the broader strategy of healthy aging. While it is not a cure-all, the growing body of evidence suggests it can play a meaningful role in supporting the body's intrinsic ability to repair, adapt, and maintain function over time. Let me walk you through the 4 primary biological pathways through which Astragalus membranaceus exerts its effects. Once you understand these mechanisms, it becomes clear that this is not simply traditional folklore. It is grounded in measurable, reproducible biology. Pathway 1, telomerase reactivation via cycloastragenol. The root of Astragalus contains a bioactive triterpenoid known as cycloastragenol. After ingestion, this compound is absorbed and enters your cells, where it influences gene expression. Specifically, it upregulates the TERT gene, which encodes the catalytic core of telomerase. In controlled laboratory studies involving human immune cells, cycloastragenol has been shown to increase telomerase activity by approximately 1.3 to 3.3 times compared to baseline. Clinically, this is not a minor effect. It represents the reactivation of a system that is largely suppressed in adult physiology. Pathway 2, hematopoietic stem cell mobilization through AMPK activation. Another key compound, astragaloside I4, targets energy regulation pathways within hematopoietic stem cells located in the bone marrow. It activates the AMPK PGC1 alpha signaling cascade, which enhances mitochondrial efficiency, the energy-generating system within each cell. When mitochondrial output improves, stem cells gain the capacity to proliferate more effectively, mobilize into the bloodstream, and migrate toward areas of tissue damage. Experimental models have demonstrated that this mechanism can significantly accelerate the recovery of stem cell populations, particularly under conditions of physiological stress. Pathway 3, anti-senescence protection via polysaccharides. Astragalus polysaccharides, often referred to as APS, play play a critical role in protecting cells from entering senescence. These are the so-called aged or dysfunctional cells that no longer divide but continue to release inflammatory mediators. APS helps preserve mitochondrial integrity by reducing oxidative stress and supports the expression of key regulatory genes such as NANOG, SOX2, and OCT4, genes essential for maintaining the regenerative potential of stem cells. By preserving these pathways, APS helps sustain the body's ability to repair and regenerate tissue over time. Pathway 4. Immune system recalibration. Astragalus does not simply stimulate the immune system indiscriminately, it helps restore balance. It modulates the ratio between Th1 and Th2 helper cells, reduces excessive inflammatory signaling through pathways such as NF-κB, and enhances macrophage function. This is particularly important because chronic low-grade inflammation, often referred to as inflammaging, is a major factor driving stem cell inactivity. By reducing this persistent inflammatory burden, Astragalus creates a physiological environment where stem cells can function more efficiently and participate in tissue repair. Taken together, these 4 pathways illustrate a coordinated multi-system effect, reactivating cellular repair mechanisms, enhancing energy production, protecting against cellular aging, and restoring immune balance. This is why Astragalus continues to gain attention not only in traditional medicine, but also in modern clinical research focused on longevity and regenerative health. Now let's turn to the published science, because this is not speculation. It is supported by controlled, peer-reviewed research. Study 1. Human clinical trial in France. In 2024, researchers from the University Paris 6 and the Sorbonne, working alongside the Institute of Medicine and Physiology of Longevity, conducted a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study involving 40 healthy participants with an average age of 56. The intervention group received a supplement derived from Astragalus membranaceus, containing 250 milligrams of extract, including standardized doses of astragaloside ifui and cycloastragenol, taken twice daily over 6 months. By the end of the trial, the treatment group demonstrated statistically significant increases in both median telomere length and critically short telomeres. Equally important, the proportion of cells with dangerously short telomeres declined, while the placebo group showed no meaningful change. Study 2. Cellular analysis in Poland. At Maria Curie Skłodowska University, researchers evaluated the effects of astragalus root extract on lymphocytes from 18 healthy donors, with an average age of 63.5 years. Within just 3 days of exposure, 13 of the 18 samples exhibited measurable telomere elongation. The magnitude of this change corresponded to an estimated reversal of approximately 6.8 years of biological aging, based on established telomere attrition rates. While this was an in vitro study, the speed and consistency of the response are noteworthy. Study 3. Stem cell recovery under stress conditions. A 2025 study published in Chinese Medicine used animal models exposed to controlled radiation to simulate accelerated aging and bone marrow damage. Subjects treated with astragaloside YF at doses ranging from 50 to 100 milligrams per kilogram showed significantly faster hematopoietic recovery. Their bone marrow stem cell populations rebounded more rapidly than untreated controls, largely due to improved mitochondrial function mediated through the AMPK-PGC1 alpha pathway. The authors concluded that astragaloside 4 may function as a mitochondrial-targeted agent capable of enhancing stem cell regeneration. Study 4. Telomere support without oncogenic risk. At the Spanish National Cancer Research Center, investigators studied a purified extract of cycloastragenol, commonly referred to as TA65, derived from Astragalus membranaceus. In aging animal models, this compound increased average telomere length and reduced the proportion of critically short telomeres. Notably, these benefits were achieved without an increase in cancer incidence. This finding is particularly important, as one of the long-standing concerns with telomerase activation has been the potential to promote tumor growth. The data suggest that within appropriate dosing ranges, this mechanism operates within a safe therapeutic window. Study 5. Protection and stimulation of stem cells. In a study published in the International Journal of Stem Cells, researchers in Egypt examined the effects of astragalus during chemotherapy-induced bone marrow suppression. The treated group exhibited the highest levels of CD34 positive stem cells, markers of active hematopoietic regeneration, even exceeding levels observed in untreated healthy controls. Advanced flow cytometry analysis confirmed that Astragalus not only protected existing stem cells from damage, but also stimulated the generation of new ones. Taken together, these studies highlight a consistent pattern. Astragalus and its active compounds influence key mechanisms of aging, including telomere maintenance, mitochondrial efficiency, and stem cell regeneration. While further large-scale human trials are still needed, the current body of evidence provides a compelling foundation for its role in supporting cellular health and longevity. Here is how I recommend incorporating Astragalus membranaceus into your daily routine to support stem cell activity and healthy aging, using methods that align with both traditional practice and modern research. Astragalus root tea. Use 10 to 15 grams of dried, sliced astragalus root and simmer it gently in 3 cups of water for about 20 to 25 minutes. Avoid vigorous boiling, as a slow simmer preserves the integrity of polysaccharides and saponins. Drink 1 cup in the morning on an empty stomach, then spread the remaining 2 cups throughout the day. This remains one of the most bioavailable and time-tested methods, closely reflecting traditional dosing strategies. Standardized astragalus extract capsules. For convenience, choose a high-quality supplement standardized to contain at least 10% astragaloside IV, along with a defined amount of cycloastragenol. Clinical data supports a dosage of approximately 200-250 milligrams per capsule, taken twice daily, morning and evening. For optimal absorption, take it with a small amount of healthy fat, such as avocado or olive oil, since these compounds are fat-soluble. Astragalus-infused bone broth. Add 4 to 5 slices of dried astragalus root to your bone broth during the cooking process. A long simmer, typically 12 to 24 hours, allows for full extraction of its active compounds. Consuming 1 to 2 cups daily provides a dual benefit: collagen peptides from the broth and regenerative phytochemicals from the herb, supporting both structural and cellular repair. Pair with pomegranate juice drink approximately 200 milliliters of pure pomegranate juice alongside your astragalus intake. The elagitannins in pomegranate are converted by gut bacteria into urolithin A, a compound known to support mitophagy, the process of clearing damaged mitochondria. When combined with astragalus, this creates a complementary effect that enhances cellular energy and efficiency. Add lion's mane mushroom. Incorporate 500 milligrams to 1 gram of lion's mane extract daily. This medicinal mushroom supports nerve growth factor production and may work synergistically with astragalus polysaccharides to promote neurogenesis. A morning smoothie is an effective and convenient way to include both. Include wild blueberries. Add 1 cup, roughly 150 grams, of wild blueberries to your daily routine. Their high anthocyanin content has been associated with increased circulating stem cells and reduced inflammation, 2 critical factors in maintaining regenerative capacity. Frozen varieties are just as effective as fresh. Incorporate green tea properly. Prepare 2 cups of high-quality green tea using water heated to approximately 175 degrees Fahrenheit, not boiling. Excessive heat degrades catechins, the key antioxidants that support cellular health. Avoid adding dairy, as casein proteins can significantly reduce catechin absorption. Plant-based alternatives are acceptable. Eat broccoli sprouts regularly. Consume 30 to 50 grams of fresh broccoli sprouts 3 to 4 times per week. These young sprouts contain exceptionally high levels of sulforaphane, a compound that activates the NRF2 pathway, your body's primary antioxidant defense system. This helps protect newly mobilized stem cells from oxidative stress as they travel to repair damaged tissues. When combined, these strategies create a comprehensive, evidence-informed protocol that supports mitochondrial function, reduces inflammation, and enhances the body's natural regenerative systems. After years of guiding patients through this protocol, I've identified several key clinical principles that consistently make the difference between average and truly meaningful results when using Astragalus membranaceus. Tip 1. Morning timing is critical. Take astragalus within the first hour after waking. Your cortisol levels naturally peak in the early morning, and this hormonal rhythm plays an important role in immune activation and cellular signaling. Astragalus, with its adaptogenic properties, works in sync with this cycle to enhance immune cell mobilization and overall metabolic readiness. Taking it late in the evening may overstimulate certain individuals and interfere with sleep quality due to its mild energizing effect. Pro tip 2. Optimize both water and fat-soluble absorption. Astragalus contains multiple classes of active compounds with different absorption pathways. Its polysaccharides are water-soluble and are best extracted through teas or broths, while its saponins, especially Astragalus 4, are fat-soluble and require dietary fat for proper absorption. For optimal bioavailability, use a dual delivery approach. Consume the tea in the morning and take a standardized extract capsule alongside a meal that includes healthy fats later in the day. This ensures your body receives the full spectrum of active compounds. Pro tip 3. Use strategic cycling. Continuous, uninterrupted use can reduce your body's responsiveness over time. I typically recommend a cycling approach, 5 days on and 2 days off, or 6 weeks on followed by 2 weeks off. This allows cellular receptors to reset and maintain sensitivity to the herb's bioactive compounds. Patients who follow structured cycling protocols tend to achieve more stable and sustained long-term benefits. Pro tip 4. Monitor objective biomarkers. Whenever possible, track your progress with measurable data. A baseline telomere length test, obtained through a simple blood draw, can provide valuable insight into your biological aging status. Repeat testing at 6 and 12 months allows you to evaluate whether your protocol is producing meaningful changes. Objective data not only improves adherence, but also helps refine your strategy over time. Pro tip 5. Prioritize quality and sourcing. The therapeutic value of Astragalus depends heavily on its quality. Look for products derived from roots that are at least 4 years old, ideally grown in regions such as Inner Mongolia or Shaanxi, where soil conditions support higher concentrations of active compounds like Astragalus IV. Always confirm the species, Astragalus membranaceus, and choose products that provide third-party laboratory verification. Poor quality extracts or unspecified species may deliver little to no clinical benefit. When applied correctly, these strategies transform Astragalus from a simple herbal supplement into a targeted, evidence-informed tool for supporting cellular repair, immune balance, and long-term resilience. In clinical practice, I repeatedly see the same patterns that limit the effectiveness of Astragalus membranaceus. Avoiding these mistakes can dramatically improve your results and ensure you are truly supporting your body's regenerative systems. Mistake 1. Inconsistency. This is by far the most common issue. Many individuals take Astragalus for a short period, notice a slight boost in energy, and then stop or forget to continue. However, stem cell activation and telomere maintenance are cumulative processes that require sustained input over time. Clinical data, including long-term trials, show that meaningful changes in cellular markers often take several months to emerge. As a rule, you should commit to at least 90 days of consistent use, with more pronounced benefits typically appearing around the 6-month mark. Mistake 2. Relying only on isolated compounds. There is a growing trend toward using single extracted compounds such as cycloastragenol alone. While these isolates can have targeted effects, they lack the complexity of the whole plant. The full root of Astragalus contains a synergistic matrix of polysaccharides, flavonoids, and saponins that work together to provide anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and immune-regulating benefits. From a physiological perspective, your body is designed to respond to these complex plant profiles. Whole root preparations should form the foundation, while standardized extracts can be used strategically as an addition, not a replacement. Mistake 3. Expecting immediate results. Cellular regeneration does not occur overnight. Unlike medications that produce rapid symptom relief, the effects of Astragalus unfold gradually at the molecular level. You won't feel your telomeres extending or your stem cells mobilizing in real time. What patients often report within the first 3 to 4 weeks is improved energy, better sleep quality, and enhanced recovery after physical activity. Deeper changes, such as improvements in telomere integrity, stem cell dynamics, and inflammatory balance, require consistent use over a longer duration. Mistake 4. Neglecting the biological foundation. No intervention, regardless of its potency, can compensate for poor lifestyle habits. Astragalus enhances your body's existing regenerative capacity, but that capacity depends on foundational factors: nutrition, sleep, and physical activity. A diet high in processed foods, chronic sleep deprivation, and prolonged inactivity will significantly blunt its benefits. In clinical terms, think of astragalus as an amplifier. If the baseline is weak, the amplified result will still be limited. Establish a solid foundation, balanced nutrition, adequate rest, and regular movement. Then use astragalus to enhance and accelerate those benefits. When these common pitfalls are addressed, astragalus becomes far more than a supplement. It becomes a targeted tool for supporting long-term cellular health, resilience, and functional aging. Before we conclude, there is one essential concept you need to understand. Cellular aging is not a fixed outcome dictated solely by your genes. In my years of clinical practice, I've worked with individuals in their 70s and 80s who maintain remarkable energy, mental clarity, and physical resilience. These are not people with extraordinary genetics. They are individuals who have consistently supported their body's repair systems through informed, disciplined choices. Your biology is not static. The mechanisms responsible for repair and regeneration are still active within you. Your telomerase enzyme has not disappeared. It has simply been downregulated. Your tens of millions of stem cells remain stored in your bone marrow, waiting for the right signals to mobilize and restore damaged tissue. These systems are present right now, capable of being re-engaged under the right conditions. One of the most compelling natural tools we have identified for this purpose is Astragalus membranaceus. This traditional medicinal root, used for over 2,000 years, contains multiple categories of bioactive compounds, including cycloestragenol, astragaloside IV, polysaccharides, and flavonoids. Together, these compounds support telomerase activation, stimulate dormant stem cells, protect against cellular senescence, and help rebalance immune function. Modern research across multiple countries, including France, Spain, Poland, China, and Egypt, has demonstrated measurable improvements in key markers of aging. These include increased telomere length, enhanced stem cell recovery, and signs of biological age reversal, all achieved within safe and clinically monitored parameters without evidence of increased cancer risk when used appropriately. To apply this in a practical, structured way, a daily protocol may include a morning preparation of 10 to 15 grams of gently simmered astragalus root tea, a standardized extract of approximately 250 milligrams, taken twice daily with a source of healthy fat. Around 200 milliliters of pomegranate juice to support mitochondrial renewal. 1 cup of wild blueberries for antioxidant and anti-inflammatory support. 2 cups of properly brewed green tea at moderate temperature, without dairy. Regular intake of broccoli sprouts several times per week to activate cellular defense pathways. Supplementation with lion's mane mushroom in the range of 500 milligrams to 1 gram for neurological support. Incorporation of astragalus infused bone broth when possible for combined structural and regenerative benefits. For best results, take astragalus in the morning, follow a structured cycling pattern such as 5 days on and 2 days off, and ensure the root is sourced from high-quality, mature plants. Most importantly, maintain consistency for at least 90 days to allow measurable biological changes to occur. Your rate of aging is not defined by your birth date. It is shaped to a significant degree by your daily habits, what you consume, how you rest, and how you support your body's intrinsic repair systems. When you understand this, you begin to realize that you have far more influence over your long-term health and vitality than conventional thinking suggests. If this information has given you a new perspective on aging and cellular health, I encourage you to take 2 simple but meaningful actions. First, share this video with someone you care about, someone who may benefit from understanding that aging is not entirely predetermined. Many people experience accelerated decline simply because they have never been exposed to this level of evidence-based insight. Second, subscribe to the 365 Health Guide channel and enable notifications so you don't miss future content. Each week, I share clinically grounded information on aging, cellular repair, and the nutritional strategies that support long-term health and resilience. You may also find it valuable to watch my previous video, where I explain 7 specific foods that help stimulate the production of new mitochondria, supported by clinical data. That discussion pairs directly with the protocol we've covered today and can further enhance your results. I look forward to continuing this journey with you in the next video. I'm Dr. Susan Miller.